Asmongold, Hasan is a fake revolutionary. He's not on the street putting his life on the line. Chat, he was literally protesting in the streets. Asmongold, well, he should be arrested then. Like, they will go, hey, man, why aren't you doing anything? Why aren't you getting off your ass? By the way, he never gets off his fucking ass, even though I get off my ass all the goddamn time whenever there is like an opportunity to mobilize. And then when they find out I did actually fucking get off my ass, then he goes, okay, well, then he should be arrested.
You see Hasan? No, I don't see Hasan. I heard he was out there. I don't know. I think that I saw an image of it, and I think he's on like the side up the top. So he's not actually going to go down there and stand in the in this area, because if he goalpost shifted. No, I was fucking down there, dipshit. He went in. But that's not enough. It's not enough that he actually is there. He actually is not like in front of the line. Oh, he is in front of the line. Okay, well, then he should be killed. If he did, he'd get in trouble, right? Like, he has no problem LARPing as a revolutionary, but actually putting it on the line, this is going to be very different, which, to be fair, he was. Well, if he was actually doing that, he should get in trouble. Like, I mean, for sure. He was, though? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go and double check. He already did? Oh, I'd have to double see and see it. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think all these people should just get arrested. That
was so quick. Someone was like, no, he was down there. It's like, oh, he should get arrested. Like, that was literally, bro, the goalpost shift was so fast. He just went, like, dude, oh my God. He went, he's not down there. He's a LARPer. He's not down there. He's a LARPer. Where are you? You're at your house. Why don't you go protest alongside ICE, dude? Put your pussy right on that, okay? Put your pussy right in the fucking front lines. Stand behind the ICE agents and be like, please, please kill these people. You have no problem saying that from home, you know? Go to the pro-Israel rallies and be like, we want more death. Yeah, go fucking assist ICE, you goddamn bootlicker. Jesus Christ.
Like, I mean, for sure. He was, though? Yeah,
Look, this part is so funny, though. Holy shit. Someone being like, nah, he was there. He was in the front lines. Like,
different, which, to be fair, he was. Well, if he was actually doing that, he should get in trouble. Like,
just no. You should just. He's just fucking then kill him, arrest him. Come on. What's happening?
I mean, for sure. He was, though? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go and double check. He already did?
Dude, right-wingers are such crybabies, dude. They have designed their entire culture around resisting against a tyrannical government, okay? They're like, oh, yeah, come and take it, bitch. Like, I got my gun. Like, I'll fight tyranny, you know? They wave the Gadsden flag. But then the moment that the government is being tyrannical, they're like, oh, please do more tyranny, please. Actually, can I assist you? Can I assist you in the tyranny? We love the tyranny.
I'd have to double see and see it. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think all these people should just get arrested. That's really how I see it.
Asmongold looking at the picket lines during the civil rights struggle. Yeah, all these blacks, they got to get arrested. And the whites too, actually. Separate but equal, guys. Yeah, based. It's separate but equal. Too much, if you ask me. It should be separate and unequal. But they got equality. It's just separate. They don't like it. Yeah. Why are they resisting? Yeah. Based. Yeah. I was going to be on board, but LBJ, not really good that he sent the National Guard to Selma. Why is he protecting these criminals? Obviously, the law's the law. The law's the law, guys. Chat. The law is the law. These blacks that are trying to walk, trying to march, how about they don't march? I don't like it. We want to keep them separate. Yeah. Yeah, law's the law. Law and order. Restore it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how like there's no other solution to it other than that.
There's no other solution. By the way, the beauty of this is these people, okay, are engaging in a behavior that absolutely is a nuisance, okay? They're protesting and they've blocked off
the highway in an effort to protest, right? Except they're protesting for a good cause, a cause that I 100% agree with, that ICE should not work within the confines of any state, really, but especially not in Los Angeles, which is a sanctuary state and a sanctuary city, right? No ICE. No ICE in general. If you were to ask me, I think it should be completely dissolved. It should not exist at all, okay? In the past, before the Department of Homeland Security was invented, ICE did not exist. You had the INS, which would routinely conduct raids as well, which also should be, it was significantly more limited than what took place since ICE's invention, which is, again, a relatively new phenomenon in American history. Okay, a lot of people take it for granted. You think the Department of Homeland Security was like always around, like is post 9/11. Okay, and so is ICE. And INS's activities, mostly, aside from like every now and then going after undocumented migrant workers, but their overwhelming majority of INS activities still revolved around like sex trafficking and like criminal elements, right? There are already federal law enforcement agencies that are supposed to be tasked with dealing with like drug trafficking. You got the DEA, weapons trafficking. You got the ATF, right? And kidnapping and sex trafficking. You got the FBI. ICE does not need to exist. It simply exists as a way to militarize immigrant enforcement, which is a not a real crime, basically. Like crossing the border is not considered a real crime. Overstaying your visa is not considered a severe enough crime that is supposed to be met with this level of force, this level of apprehension and mass detentions. If it was the case, then ICE wouldn't be routinely, when there's a libtard in charge, routinely conducting regular checkups with migrants that they are now kidnapping at the point of those checkups, for the record. It's not a crime. It's just paperwork. Like, you're waiting for your paperwork to be fulfilled to stay in the country, right? So I think ICE should be abolished 100%. This is a civil violation to cross the border illegally, or a civil violation to overstay your visa, which is, of course, the majority of undocumented migrants on U.S. soil are visa overstayers, okay? But the crime that we're talking about in and of itself is simply paperwork, waiting for your paperwork. In most circumstances, these people are just waiting for their paperwork, and the government turns off the opportunity for said paperwork to be fulfilled. And then they go, nope, you're done, you're out. So I consider this completely ridiculous, completely unacceptable. ICE's affairs are unimaginably cruel and completely unjustifiable. And also, it doesn't help anything. It hurts commerce. It hurts these communities. It hurts the culture. It fucks the vibes up. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It is for no good reason. The only reason why all of these raids are happening is because Trump has been able to successfully whip up an incredible amount of hatred and dehumanization against migrants, claiming that they were all rapist criminals. So much so that even other people who are related to undocumented migrants themselves ended up voting for him. The alternative was so ass from their perspective that they went and they voted for Donald Trump. I understand that this is a frustrating moment for many liberals to turn around and say, well, sucks to suck, fuck them, okay? You can never feel this way, because if you are a liberal, or if you're a leftist, if you're a progressive, you believe in the values, okay? You believe in empathy. Your first principles revolve around doing no harm to others or making other people's lives better. So do not fucking gloat. We were in an Uber going to Little Tokyo yesterday, from one part of the protest to the next. And the dude that was in the Uber was Latino. And he told me he was so sad that he had voted for Donald Trump, that he never actually foresaw this level of reaction, like this kind of ICE enforcement happening in Los Angeles. And he was wrong. And I fucking yelled about this every goddamn day. I yelled about this every fucking day on this goddamn broadcast. Every day. Donald Trump was a fucking fascist, that he was going to do mass deportations, that no one in the media was actually talking about how severe these deportations were going to look like, how awful these deportations were going to look like. And you want to know why no one in the media was asking that? Because the Democrats themselves were also running on immigration enforcement. They were running to the right. They were trying to, don't say fell for it again, because you have to remember, while yes, people who were locked in, people who were laser focused, people who were paying attention, people like yourselves that were in here for the entire journey, sure, you understood the situation, okay? You understood the situation, but you have to recognize the Democrats themselves also showcased a militant reaction to undocumented migration because they were so scared. They saw the incredible amount of reactionary, right-wing, fuck migrants type of sentiment coming from the Republicans for the 4 years that Brandon was in charge. And by the end of said 4 years, Joe Biden turned around and said he was going to do a border wall bill. He was basically going to implement Donald Trump's 2020 vision. They openly admitted that migrants constitute a national security threat. They basically handed that victory to the Trump administration by saying, you know what? We got caught. Trump was right. Migrants are actually criminals. Some of them are really violent ones, as a matter of fact. But we want to be the reasonable way. We want to be the reasonable party that deports some of these criminal migrants. They want to deport every migrant. That kind of idiotic messaging is only going to make the average person think, okay, well, I guess the Republicans were right. I guess the Republicans were fucking right that migrants are criminals. Of course, they're going to think, yeah, I guess I should vote for the honest guys. Why should I vote for the diet version when the real full power soda exists? I'm using Felix Biederman terminology here. The full powered soda, the full powered sugar soda is the Republican Party. The diet, gay, elitist, technocratic version of said soda is the Democratic Party. No one wants to drink the diet soda. We're Americans. Oh, come on. John Oliver never stopped talking about it all the way through the Biden admin starting month 2. Are you John Oliver? Okay. So it was me and fucking John Oliver. CBS, ABC, NBC, CNN. None of these outlets were covering this issue from the perspective of the humanity of undocumented migrants and how cruel it is that we do not simply follow up on their paperwork. You want to know why? Because the Democrats completely dropped the fucking ball. They ran a successful campaign against Donald Trump's ridiculous anti-migrant policies. When Trump was in office, Joe Biden literally had a 100 first days immigrant agenda in his 2020 campaign. He didn't do a single part of it. Okay? He didn't do that. He didn't do that at all. And no one called into question his lack of interest in dealing with a migrant crisis.
Impeding a highway? They are. They're impeding a highway.
Yeah, they're impeding a highway, and that's unacceptable. But those cops are also then using said highway for the rest of the night to stage, okay, because that's what they did. Those cops then impeded the highway for the rest of the night as a staging ground, by the way. But Asmongold, of course, has no issue with that. These guys are impeding the highway in protest. That's wrong. They should be arrested. Cops impede the highway so they can use the same fucking taxpayer-funded weapons on their own fucking tax-paying citizens to defend ICE raids in the fucking state, a sanctuary state in a sanctuary city. That's perfectly valid. Do you understand the double standard? It all revolves around institutions and defending institutional power, defending state power. You're like, no, cops can do whatever the fuck they want. They can be as violent as they want. That's perfectly valid because on the other side, the people that are receiving that violence are probably doing something that they shouldn't be doing. You're not even entertaining the idea that maybe the cops should not be doing this.